Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight reporting Allie LaForce. Last outing for Minnesota, the loss to Orlando. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Marquis.
Now here's James. Drops in the tray. James has got the opening field goal of the game for New York.
And when James is knocking down the threes, watch out. This offense is dangerous.
And that one, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Curry. Here's Holmgren. Defended by Wembanyama. Outside Hardaway. Now Wembanyama. Back to Hardaway. From past the arc. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Pass to Curry. Puts up a 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Hardaway. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
A chilly quarter for him offensively, trying to get warmed up.
Giannis high post. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Curry with the 3. Some solid defense from Butler. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Outside, Green. Back to Wembanyama. And stolen by Wembanyama. Green inside the three-point line. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Holmgren wide open. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front,
that can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shot, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal. Clearly
a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. New York, no good that time either. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. Wemby came up, and Coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Back over to you.
Okay, Ellie, thank you.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
It's stolen by Curry. Beyond the arc. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far. Richmond outside. Wembanyama, a screen. The Timberwolves again can't hit. New York trailing. To the middle. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
And it's Jokic in the corner. .135 left to play in the first. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Jokic, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Hardaway, and the shot goes in. Hardaway has got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And LeBron throws it down hard.
Man, I like seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Down low, Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
On the wing, Giannis. His first attempt of the game finds the target.
You know, Giannis has a really good basketball IQ, so he recognizes that taking and making mid-range jumpers is going to help keep the defense honest when they're guarding it.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Allen. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Quickly striking inside. Allen wanted that close range look.
Here's Butler. And James pulls it down.
Give the defense credit there. Normally, that's 2 points.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Timberwolves. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
A flash of that athleticism yet again. It's clear Rose enjoys getting up and punching it down.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
New York trails by 4. Hill. And Hill throws it down.
Yeah, that says it all right there. Brand Hill finishing the drive with some thunder. When he's moving at full speed, boy, it looks like he can fly.
Thompson looking for an opening. That one good for 2. And you look at the top players in the NBA, one thing a lot of them share in common, Clark, the ability to change speed.
Yeah, they call it being shifty, herky-jerky, playing at your own pace. I love guys that never seem to be rushed. Something we see from SGA, Jalen Brunson, even the Joker, Nikola Jokic, all seem to have their own pace and cadence of play because of their remarkable fundamentals.
Holmgren can't hit. Timberwolves leading by 4. Rose attacking. It's rebounded by New York. Now Hill. Back to Anunoby. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Anunoby's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Rose. Thompson outside. It's rebounded by Anunoby. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the game here.
Nobody quite like Harden to run your offense. He knows the ins and outs like very few do.
Here's Hill.
Oh, my goodness. Come on now. How about the vertical of Hill? Outstanding. Rising up and ramming it home. Yes, sir.
A long-range shot from Duncan.
That's clearly a recent trend. Big guys who can shoot it from distance.
Here's Harden. The kick out to Hill. Back to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Boy, extra effort by Giannis, the multi-time MVP. He's just built a little different.
Kept alive. Second shot opportunity. And Duncan lays it in. Duncan's got his second bucket of the night.
Gotta love that effort for the second chance point.
And the foul on Rose. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Jokic a screen. And Curry has it in the corner. Off target with his three. Minnesota in the lead. Right side, Maravich. Here's Duncan. Out to Maravich. 5 to shoot. Here's the three. It's hauled in by Jokic.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Boy, he can let it loose. The quick release shown by Hamilton that time.
Pass to Duncan. Jokic with the steal. In the corner, it's Hamilton. Inside. James with a powerful jam.
In attack mode. We've seen this from James now for what, 2 decades?
Well, Clark, we've all heard the stats on Nikola Jokic, but it doesn't tell the entire story, does it?
No, it doesn't tell the whole story, but it tells you a series of stories. I mean, Jokic is like the encyclopedia of basketball, Kevin. I just love watching him play. I mean, this guy does it his own way at his own pace, and his skill level is off the charts. His shot making is remarkable. His unorthodox way of doing what he does is a treat for all spectators of the game.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. changes for Minnesota. 1:58 left in the first half. Outside, Billups. And Green gets it to go.
Inside, Green can be very aggressive and physical, allowing him to do work scoring the ball.
Screen by Giannis. Harden. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Kevin, back to you.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Here's Thompson, and it goes out of bounds. The last touch by Antetokounmpo. And New York making a change here. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 6 to shoot. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. He just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Holmgren in the corner. From outside the arc. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Back to Billups. And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Wembanyama. He's got 11. Outside Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now here's Holmgren from the arc. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Harden outside. Over Billups. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's New York bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. Back to the action in just a minute. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Timberwolves trail by 7. Pass to Duncan. It's picked off. Green with the rebound. Here's Billups. Driving inside. And the rejection by Holmgren. Harden with a head of steam.
And Harden, absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
Richmond for 3. Hands it from downtown.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Here's Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Penny Hardaway showing off his athleticism there. He's capable of throwing it down with force.
Pass to one zone. It's tipped. Hardaway with the steal. Outside Butler. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. And no good. The Knicks leading by 5. Castle with it. Still scoreless.
That's how you finish with authority. Show them how it's done, young fella. Stephon Castle is a problem.
Outside Hardaway. Green, the screen. And the rejection by Holmgren. And the whistle stops gameplay. It's not a clean block shot. Instead, a shooting foul. And we'll see free throws coming up right here. This is his first free throw of the game.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Ron right side. Tipped away. And stolen by Butler. Wembanyama outside. On the wing, Hardaway. 7 points in the game. Clock at 6. The 3. Rebound by Williams. New York leading by 6. The fadeaway. And again, it's New York.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Wembanyama, a screen. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got 9 points.
Great touch that time from Hardaway on the floater. Well done.
Kicks it out to Allen. LeBron James on the wing. Back to Allen. 3-pointer. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Allen's got the lead up to 12 now for New York. Hardaway goes in.
Almost whenever he wants to. Benny can get to the hoop. He's that good with the rock.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Knicks. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Allen. And he uses the glass on the lane. 7 points for Allen.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
And here is Butler. Out to Hardaway. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hardaway has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Giannis outside. Fade away. Rebounded by Hardaway.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
2 minutes.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Giannis with the dunk and throwing it down hard.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Jokic with the steal. Williams for 3. That one no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless he's got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
You know, what's so impressive to me is the defense is trying to make adjustments, but LeBron's making even quicker reads. That's his IQ at work.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Timberwolves trailed by 16. Duncan, a screen. In the corner, it's Buzelis. Outside Rose. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Jokic.
Boy, Rose plays with an angry physicality, which is really hard to match up against.
The Timberwolves shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Here's Curry. There's the drive. And the shot goes down. Curry's got 7.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Pass to Castle. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Castle so good up and down the lane.
Rose attacking. Goes back up. Off with the layup.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
47.
And with the fourth. Quarter upon us. Time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Knicks leading by 15. Outside for Curry. Drills the three-pointer.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a free pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Anunoby comes with the double team. Buzelis.
It doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
Outside Curry. Jokic a screen. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Rose goes in. And Rose throws it down.
I really love when Rose goes hard like this, guys. I mean, still, even after the injury, showing no fear.
Back to Castle. And Curry has it in the corner. No good from outside.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
For 3, Maravich. Middleton outside. Up top, Maravich. Jokic with the steal. Here's Anunoby. Hamilton. Pass to Castle. Off target from outside. Timberwolves trailed by 17. Rose with the ball. Now Hamilton defending. And now we've got the intentional foul. And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Teams changing it up here. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Here's Maravich. Up again. And stolen by Hamilton. In the corner, it's Richardson. Maravich with the steal. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. New York leading by 17. Pass to one zone. Sinks the three-pointer.
the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Price with it. Hardaway picks him up. Price outside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And just the way pilots use VR to train, now NBA officials can do the same.
Yeah, it's all about reps, right? Getting them with the headset in a lower stress setting helps prepare them to make the right call when the lights are brightest.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Kicks it out to Richardson. Maravich with the steal. Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
You got to tag Butler in transition. He's got the quickness and athleticism to shred defenses in the open floor.
From deep three-point land. And the Knicks miss again. Timberwolves trail by 16. And Hardaway gets it to go.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Price, high post. That's good from 17 feet away. And the Knicks lead by 16.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Does not go. New York leading by 16. Bucket.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball. He's so good at setting up his teammates. Tonight, though, Hardaway's been calling his own number, and boy, has he been prolific.
A huge two-handed slam.
Hey, what he lacks inside, he makes up for with his vertical.
It misses. And the Knicks with possession here. Richardson with it. Out guarded by Wembanyama.
Timberwolves foul. Pete Maravich. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Price. Shot clock at 5. Oh!
Mercy, mercy me.
And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, until that final buzzer sounds, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And we'll go courtside to hear more about what's going on with Nikola Jokic. Allie, how's he doing?
Guys, I had a moment to catch up with New York's head athletic trainer. We do now know that the ankle is twisted. He's trying to walk it off, but we have no further information at this time. As we get into the season, injuries becoming more common. In this case, he's been given the green light to keep playing. He'll just have to be more careful moving forward. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Glad to hear it was not worse. You got to look on the bright side with these injury situations. Stay positive.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for New York.
It was a standout performance across the board.
It was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season. And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Giannis.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. He just never slowed down or turned off.
And the Knicks with possession. They're on a 16-4 run. Pulls up. Minnesota with the rebound.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
And here's Maravich from the arc. And the Knicks with possession here. Richardson, good.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. They won this game going away.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. We've got the visitors facing the home team. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now, here is James. Pass to Curry. From outside, off the mark. Here's Stockton. On the wing, Durant. Offensive rebound. Driving in. And Durant with the big finish.
Now, the length is a problem, right? Kevin Durant on the drive, hard to stop.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Duncan. From about 19. Goes back up. And it's finished off by Antetokounmpo as he lays it in.
And man, does Giannis work hard on the glass. Being rewarded for his efforts right there.
The kick to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
It's so sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Pass to Antetokounmpo. The shot's good on the assist by James.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. Coach and I talked about what it's like competing against Kevin Durant, and he said his attention to detail, his dedication to the craft, it's second to none. You have to have your A game because nobody loves ball more than Kevin Durant. It brings out the best of you as an opponent, too. It's no secret KD is obsessed with basketball. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
It's so quick, and Curry's so elusive. This is what makes him such a tough cover, folks.
Here's Leonard. And he buries his first look.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Leonard. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Pass to Duncan. Off target from outside. And here's Indiana now. Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender. I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. That one's good for 2.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Duncan. No good on the 3. Here's Stockton. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Back to Durant. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Pass to Duncan. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
I love to see LeBron James work hard to get his teammates going. This guy is focused on everyone feeling good.
Screen by Durant. Shot's good by Stockton. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
There's a screen. Allen outside. The 3, James buries it from 3.
we've seen late in LeBron's career, much more emphasis on that three-point shot, really extending that range.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside Durant. Leonard, left side. It's tipped. Fast break. Here comes New York. And here's Curry for three. And again, New York with the triple.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Substitution on the court.
1:33 left to play in the first quarter. Indiana trails by 8. Here's Irving. The shot to stop the run. And Bosch gets it to go.
Well, this is why Kyrie Irving can make a defense look bad. He can beat you with his scoring or his passing.
Holmgren outside. This one for three. And again, New York with the triple.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Brown drives in. And Brown with the stuff.
That is the hard-driving, big-time athleticism of Jaylen Brown on display.
Edwards looking it over. Pass to Holmgren. 4-3. Knocks down the triple. Holmgren's got 6.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
That one goes. Count it.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Outside, Williams. 1 second left. Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in. And so it's New York, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Up big because of their three-point shooting. Just going to town from downtown tonight. We'll be right back after this word. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Now here's Castle. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. You know, Doris, it seems like point guards have more scoring duties than ever.
There's no doubt, BA, and why not take advantage if you have a lead guard who can both put the ball in the basket and set his teammates. The harder you are to guard individually, the harder your team is to guard.
George with the bucket.
Nice on-time pass to Paul George. He's shot ready. Nicely done.
And here's Edwards outside. And again, New York with the triple.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
They double-team George. To the middle. Bosch. And stolen by Edwards. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Back to you guys.
Very confident. Thanks much for the report, Allie. Pass to Castle. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. No good on the shot. Indiana trails by 16. Irving looking around. The three is up. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And when you're trailing in a game, it can be tempting to try to go for the big play.
Castle goes in. And he dunks it down.
Yeah, just a vicious slam from Castle. You know, I have a feeling we'll see a few more of those over the next few years.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And here's Indiana now, down by 15. Irving with it, picked up by James. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Duncan. Here's Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Here's Duncan. Off target from three-point range.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Knocks it loose. And here comes the break. Price gets the bucket. Price has got himself on the board with a three there.
I think you simply have to admire the way Stephen Curry distributes the basketball. His vision, his court awareness is simply insane.
And here's Indiana now. It's a 16-point game. Sinks the tray.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Pass to Duncan. A little mid-range shot is up. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
Here's Bosch. Uses the glass on the layup. Bosch has got his second basket on the night.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And here's Curry for three. Chamberlain pulls it in.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots. Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Pass to Price. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Duncan, no good.
Boy, his teammates have really picked him up. But I'm sure, boy, they'd love something down the stretch out of this guy.
Shot by Leonard, no good. James, outside. Outside Anunoby. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Anunoby's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And here's Indiana now. Down by 12.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Leonard. Leonard, double team. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Here's Chamberlain. Plenty of space. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. Outside Curry. To the inside. A minute and a half left to play in the first half. Here's Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
There's no doubt Kyrie Irving has proven to be more active as a defender now. He has a good feel for when to go after steals.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 6. To the paint. Cat not messing around inside.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Outside for Irving. Pass to Chamberlain. Back to Bryant. Here's Bosch. The 3. Bryant, no good. And here's Curry for 3. The rebound by Bosch.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
To the wing, right side. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. And Bosch gets it to go. Bosch has got 8.
Boy, nobody between him and the basket on the break, and the pass was right where it needed to be.
And so it's New York, leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. 8 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possessions. We'll be right back with you shortly. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed. during halftime. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. The deep three from Durant. That three's off the mark.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one-of-a-kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell. Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching the rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Right wing. Now Harden. Still no points. Outside Edwards. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Here's Durant. Clear the way for Durant.
How do you match up with KD? This guy is so good at taking what the defense gives him. Good luck.
There's a screen. And then Harden with the jam.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Pass to Durant. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. It's stolen away. Outside Durant. The three-pointer off the mark. New York leading by 6. Oh, and the jam by Giannis.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Here's Durant. Here he goes.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
You see the work Anthony Edwards has put in on his decision-making. That's a pretty setup.
Outside Durant. Oh, KD! Filthy!
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
Durant inside. And the layup is good off the glass. Durant's got 10 points here in the second half.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Lets it go from deep. A nice shot by Duncan.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. So it's both teams making substitutions here. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard reminding folks he's still got a vertical. Look out.
Kicks it out to Holmgren. Offline with a 3. Indiana trails by 7. Leonard, one in. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. Back to Anunoby. Williams on the wing. Outside Curry. Fires from deep. Easy money for Stephen Curry.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Holmgren. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And it's New York with a rebound. At one point, they led by 16. Whoa! Are you kidding me, LeBron?
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Takes it inside. James with a steal. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
And the basket by Leonard.
Boy, despite his efficiency, they just can't get over the hump.
Anunoby on the wing. And the three off target.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Bryant, no good. New York leading by 10. From the wing, James with the rebound. And so Anunoby will bring it up for New York. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his skill.
And then Bryant with the dunk.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Pass to Holmgren. Fires the three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Holmgren's got 5 points in the quarter.
This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul of the game. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Leonard right side. Abdul-Jabbar. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Yeah, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but his defenders keep forgetting to box him out. He continues to just make them pay.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one misses. And he sinks the second.
Watching Kawhi enter the league as a lockdown defender and now become an all-around champion, boy, what a career he has had.
And there's James from the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And so it's New York, liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. There. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. New York leading by 15. Screen by Antetokounmpo. For three. And again, New York with the triple.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work. This guy is on fire right now. Defense has got to step up and try to disrupt his rhythm.
Allen on the wing. The three ball. The rebound by Bosch. Indiana trails by 16. Puts up a three. And it's New York with a rebound. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Outside Edwards. That one no good. And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
New York leading by 16. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Down low. Here's Leonard. That one's good. And the assist to Bryant.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight. There's no doubt. But it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Here's Price. Three-pointer off the mark. Indiana trails by 16. And Leonard, here we go. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
The why all business right now. Defense better get started. It's going to be a long night.
And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Bryant. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the Knicks. Allen outside. Pass to Duncan. Here's Price. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Knicks lead by 16.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. New York leading by 16. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's New York scoring again.
Yeah, the mid-range is not a go-to for Giannis, but he's always looking to expand his game.
Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. The kick out to Edwards. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Edwards has got 5 points in the quarter. And Indiana misses again.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
The ability to sustain productivity over the entirety of his career, LeBron James is a modern marvel.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Indiana with a rebound. George for 3. Unable to get that one. New York leading by 23. For 3, James. They get it again. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Outside, Brown. Pass to Bosch. Back to Brown. Here's Bosch. Can they get it? Giannis with the rebound. James, right side. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
One of those nights where opposing coaches just shake their head. LeBron has taken over.
Pass to Bosch. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
I'll tell you, an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
Back to James. James can't get that one to fall. And here's Indiana now. Inside. Here's Chamberlain. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And this is outstanding vision by Jaylen Brown. This guy dishing the ball beautifully to his teammates.
For 3, James knocks down the long J. James has got 14 points now in the second half. Pass to Bosch. Here's Chamberlain. 17-foot shot on the way. The rebound by Duncan.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
Antetokounmpo can't connect.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
Here's George. It's good from the top of the key.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Knicks.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year. And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for LeBron James.
What a groove for him this evening. Just stand aside and let the man work.
Oh, man, the balance of muscle Giannis possesses is tremendous. Phenomenal at scoring on physical defenses.
Defense.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. They set the pick. Antetokounmpo outside. Three-pointer, no good. George outside. From downtown, nails it from beyond the arc.
You've got to be in Paul George's shooting space in order to make him uncomfortable. You give him anything easy, look out.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. The kick out to Edwards. There's the three. Indiana with a rebound. Irving attacking. So New York wins it. Well, this might... Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. And it's the Pacers to start out. Here's Stockton. On the wing, Durant. Pass to Bryant. To the middle. And then Bryant with the dunk.
But the defender had more size than him, but did not have more fight.
Inside. And stolen by Leonard. And now Indiana on the fast break. Basket's good.
The instincts of KD on display right there. He sees the entire floor. I think it's an underrated aspect of his game.
Now here's Curry from behind the arc. They grab their own miss. Here's Antetokounmpo. Nice D from Durant. Corralling rebounds. These teams are excellent at it. How does that help a team's energy, Doris?
Well, I think you work so hard to contest shots. You have to finish the possession by making sure you corral the defensive rebound. Such an important part of the game.
Oh, man, the balance of muscle Giannis possesses is tremendous. Phenomenal at scoring on physical defenses.
Oh, and the step. By Antetokounmpo.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Pass to Durant. Kicks it out to Bryant. Lets it go from deep. Giannis with the rebound.
If you're a defender, your job is to make life hard on an excellent shooter. Great defense there.
Here's the pick. Here's Duncan. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
Whether he's improvising or whether he's running set plays, Steph Curry is an absolute force.
Here's Bryant. Here's Stockton. Screen by Durant. Clock at 4. Indiana needs to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And New York has possession. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Now, here is James. Bryant outside. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bryant's got 6.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
Just a selfless play by Giannis. He knows all eyes are on him, so he dishes to a ready shooter.
Pass to Leonard. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And the first one at the line is good. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. When it comes to the scoring ability of Chet Holmgren, there's a lot to talk about, Doris.
Oh, come on, B.A. This guy is 7'1" and a sweet shooter from long range. He can put it on the deck and get to the mid-range. He can finish at the rim. Oh, my goodness, look out.
The offensive rebound. Here's Westbrook. Misses from short range. Here's James.
Oh, my!
Wow! Way up there in the rafters.
No one is stopping that.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Outside Anunoby. Screen by Holmgren. Oh, my goodness! Cocked it back and fired it home. And a big-time jam right there.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. He's got 5.
New York foul. Tony Allen. First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's a minute 47 left in the first. Here's Irving. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim.
Well, the point guard position, when you have a score-first mentality, as Kyrie Irving does, it puts such pressure on the defense.
Shot is good by Edwards.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Pass to Malone. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Knocks down the triple. And that makes it a tie ball game.
You love the quickness that Russell Westbrook gets into in the catch-and-shoot opportunities. Rise and fire, young sir.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Now here's Irving. There's a screen. Pass to Malone. Shoots over Anunoby. Malone can't get it to go. Grant, they could attempt a 2-for-1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
And they call an illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Malone. Stolen by Anunoby. Harden from outside. Counted from distance.
3 points.
And the Knicks lead by 5.
Well, James Harden, a sniper through and through. You give him even a little sliver of daylight, and that ball is gone.
Back to George. Just 3 on the clock. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first.
21.
New York out in front. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, B.A. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home, something that's more important than basketball. Back to you.
Some good perspective. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
Boy, he couldn't have asked for a better look. That's tough to take.
There's a screen. George for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. It's picked off. Lets it go. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Stockton's got his first 2 points of the night.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
Williams in the post. Antetokounmpo for 3. Sinks it from distance. Antetokounmpo has gotten his 3rd basket of the night. Pass to Lanier. Can't get it to fall. New York leading by 4. Here's Castle. And that one is hammered home.
Showing how athletic he is, when Castle sees room for takeoff, he jumps all over it.
And it's Lanier missing.
Oh, gritty defense, protecting the rim at all. cost against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
New York shooting their first free throw of the game here. That's good from Harden. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game, but the efficiency is at an all-time high.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Pass to Durant. Here's Stockton. Leonard on the wing. 6 to shoot. So nice passing by Indiana here. Puts up a 3. And it's New York with a rebound.
We call that lock.
Oh, okay then.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Stockton's shot is off. And here's New York now. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Hamilton with the bucket.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Indiana. They trail by 11. Outside Durant. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Leonard. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by LeBron.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Here's Duncan. No good on the triple.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. James outside. Pass to Richardson. Here's Duncan. To the left wing. Outside Richardson. 4 on the clock. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Richardson's got his second basket on the night. Here's Westbrook. Leonard for 3. The rebound by Duncan.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
It's blocked. Down low. Chamberlain. And that time also a missed shot. New York leading by 13. Here's Hamilton. Chamberlain pulls it in. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Pass to James. Off target from three-point range. Indiana on offense. Three-pointer, no good.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position.
Oh, wow!
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Indiana trails by 15. Westbrook left side. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Oh, get that weak stuff out of here. Giannis doing everything he can to protect the rim.
And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. To the paint. Here's Leonard. Yes, sir. And it's Bryant picking up the assist.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
James can't get it to go.
This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
On the wing, Bryant buries it from 3. Bryant's got 9 points.
And when you're trailing in a game, it can be tempting to try to go for the big play.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Allen. Fires for 3. Sinks the tray. 5 points in the game.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. And now Indiana on the fast break. Antetokounmpo with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. The drive by Westbrook. And it's New York with a rebound. 4 seconds left. The strong finish by Giannis.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And so it's New York liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They've been fantastic pushing the ball. Fast break points a key to this lead. We'll be back in a moment. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And Curry's got the ball here for the Knicks. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. Got a hand on it. Pass to Durant. Shoots over Holmgren. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Edwards for 3. Here's Duncan. The kick out to Edwards. Screen by Holmgren. New York again can't hit.
This is what frustrates coaches. You come out of the half and you miss your first 3 shots.
New York leading by 15. Edwards for 3. Hits the trifecta. Edwards has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
This guy is constantly refining his game, and Anthony Edwards is dangerous from 3.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the 3rd.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the 3rd quarter.
New York working the ball around now. Lots of room. Here's Holmgren. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. New York making a switch here. 3rd quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Bosch. Antetokounmpo covering. And here's Bryant outside. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
This guy's been great, no doubt about it, but it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be. If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Irving, that's good.
Boy, the range of Kyrie and the quickness and efficiency with which he gets it off, look out.
Antetokounmpo outside. Back to James. Shot clock at 5. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Throw it up to the rim and let Giannis hammer it home. Never a bad idea.
George's shot is off.
And you have to think that they're leading. Oh, my goodness!
That is incredible!
Powered it home! Not fair at all. Did you see it? It takes some serious bounce to pull that off.
That right there is next level agility, Grant.
And you add in the creativity with all the dunks out there, and we've seen some. That one stands out.
Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
LeBron James, one of the great showmen to ever lace them up. How about that finish, folks?
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Technology is key for NBA growth. Commissioner Silver said we can now see where we lose viewers, for example, stoppages for replays. One way around that is creating technology that can instantaneously make objective calls like out of bounds, and in doing so, create a better pace to the game. Back to you, B.A.
All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
And Giannis with the dunk.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Here's Bryant. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. And New York has possession. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second.
Oh, get out of the way!
And high, throwing it down.
Clear the way.
Oh, stop it. That one just too easy for LeBron James. So high above the rim.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Here for New York. Boy, it's been a minute since they last scored.
It has been. And at what point do you alter your strategy? Try to get back on track.
Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, how about the work they've done from the in-between area? They are making it rain, and the storm ain't over yet.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, B.A. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court.
There's the three. He drops it from range. Curry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Indiana shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Fast break, here comes New York. And here's Curry for three. And again, New York with the triple.
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
George for three. Williams grabs the board.
Some of it's good defense and some of it's just poor shot selection. Either way, he's being shut out.
Pass to Hill. On the wing, Curry. And again, New York with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
They double team George. Here's Bosch. Here's Stockton. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Misses the three.
Geez, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net.
Indiana on offense. From outside the arc. The rebound by Duncan.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And here's Curry for three. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist.
They are are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
They double team Curry. Pass to Duncan. The three. Stephen Curry again from deep. Curry's got 19 points.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Knicks. Talk about three-point. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And here's Indiana now. Here's Brown. Rebounded by LeBron.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Screen by Holmgren. Pass to James. Now here's Edwards. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Here's Bosch. Over James. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss. Wow, not sure what happened there. Yikes.
Pass to Chamberlain. Kicks it to George. Here's Stockton. And Indiana misses again.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
And here's Curry for three. And again, New York with the triple.
3 points.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive. He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Here's Brown. Into the lane. And the jam by Brown.
This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game, Jaylen Brown, finishes beautifully.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
The three, George. That doesn't go either for George. From downtown, Curry's shot is off. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. They set the pick to the inside. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren. And you think about the Defensive Player of the Year award. It tends to go to big men. Any thought of dividing the award into two? Maybe one for perimeter players and the other for big men?
Absolutely not, Brian. What we need to do is consider that the single most important thing it is for your defense nightly is guarding the best point guards or wings in the league. And the voters have got to understand it can't only be about big men.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Pass to Bosch. Here's Stockton. And Indiana misses again.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
George for three. Knocks it down from distance.
This is their plan in the second half, to try to use the three-point.
Oh, my goodness! Yikes!
What a finish. Just amazing that he could come up with that move.
Tremendous creativity, Grant. That's next level right there.
That has got to be deflating for the defense. He's just showing them up right now, guys.
And so Curry will bring it up for New York. Screen by James. And it's Stephen Curry with the three. Curry's got 9 points in the quarter.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have...
Oh! Gets his zone!
Showing some power.
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
And Brown with the stuff.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. James outside. Shot clock at 6. Antetokounmpo outside. New York needs to get off a shot here. Drops in the 3. Curry's got 31 points.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Pass to Stockton. Some nice passing by Indiana here. George for 3. Here's Stockton. Outside, Brown. And here's George. The 3 ball. LeBron with the rebound.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Kicks it to George. They set the screen.
2 minutes.
Tries to break his ice. And it's New York with a rebound.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Oh, hey! How about that?
Ball on the deck, LeBron coming downhill. Good night. What a drive.
George scanning the floor. George with another miss. James outside.
Oh,
a big finish right there.
He destroyed the rim.
Vintage LeBron James. He's cooking, and this guy may be the best to have ever done it.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Knicks.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Stephen Curry.
This guy's vision was on point all night. He kept everyone involved.
There's 57 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, it's stolen away. 4-3. Offensive rebound. Bosch. Pass to George. And it's off from 3-point range.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. LeBron with the rebound.
Boy, not looking sharp at all here in the second half, but it hasn't deterred him one bit.
And they came in here with some attitude, and they brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
And here's George. Good. So New York wins it.
Yo, we go with the chat. That's it, huh? Yo, it's poppin' chat. Do it, y'all boys. How y'all doing today, man? Waiting on these niggas to pick their team, bro. I'm finna get back to banking ass, bro. I'm just waiting on it. Niggas politicking over here. Yeah, when y'all get done, when y'all gonna play me with y'all new team? Oh yeah, I need to download Battlefield. I should do that.